The main thing for us is about explaining to people that, you know, they have options and choices around what has happened to them. It's giving them that control back to the situation that they're finding themselves in. We've got a 24-hour-a-day helpline. People would call the helpline. They would always get a response from a crisis worker, and we would explain, what services we offer, listen to what their needs are, and then if they wanted to, they would be invited in to Dewberry House.
Quite often when somebody has experienced a sexual assault, they might not know what they want to do. So a crisis worker will be able to meet with them and talk about, what that may look like if they would like to report to the police, or if they would like to go down our self-referral pathway.
They can have a forensic medical examination if they want to.
If it's been an acute case, so they've been sexually assaulted or raped, usually within the 7 days, we would be possibly looking at trying to get DNA, which would be forming part of the evidence if it gets to court and goes to trial. We can look for any injuries, document any injuries, which again becomes evidential. We can always perform STI screening, pregnancy testing, and thinking about medical health, sexual health. We would do it in a very sensitive way. I would never proceed with something if I felt it was going to be more damaging. Any person can choose to halt an examination at any time. We're very gentle and supportive, and it can take a long time because we go at the pace of the complainant. So it's no more than you would see at a GP surgery, but people seem to have this almost preconceived ideas about what examination is like, and I would hope that most people who've been here and been examined have found it as a fairly positive experience and part of their recovery.
Any samples that we may obtain during that would be stored here for 2 years. And what that does is it gives people some time to reflect and process potentially what's happened to them, so that they can then make an informed decision when they're ready to be able to then go make those steps to enter a criminal justice system. It's not just about the forensic evidence, it's about the general well-being of that individual, and with that comes things like referrals to sexual health services, or it could be referrals onto psychological support. Even if you have experienced sexual assault historically, we do offer medical appointments to be able to speak to a doctor to address any needs that you might have.
Certainly people who've alleged historic abuse can feel that they may be damaged in some way, or they might not be able to have children. So having an examination and the opportunity to have a smear STI screening, or just being told actually everything looks okay and you're fine from what we can see, can be immensely reassuring.
Everybody that comes through Dewberry House is offered the support of an independent sexual violence advisor, whose role is to provide that ongoing continuity, really, and making sure they're regularly reviewing risk and needs assessments and providing a support plan around that person specific to their needs. And I would encourage anyone who's been a victim of sexual abuse to come via Dewberry House, because it's not just about making sure you're okay today, it's about making sure you're okay for the rest of your journey. So Dewberry House offers that crisis intervention, but we also make sure that we tailor those longer term support plans to make sure that you are able to access therapy and aftercare needs in terms of health and well-being.